Hare Krishna. Hope you are doing well. Let's get started with this real analysis sum. Pretty straightforward. You have to find radius of convergence for this given series. Naturally, the prerequisites of sequences and limits will be helpful to understand the solution thoroughly. Okay, let's get started. Now, let's first take an opportunity to build intuition about this. The only thing which is a variable in this is x. Even though this n may seem like a variable, but this is specified. The values that n is taking are specified. So only x is the unknown. Hence, the radius of convergence is actually implied to be the radius of convergence for x. And for if in case you forget or are a little bit confused about radius of convergence definition, even at the moment of exam, you can think that convergence means eventually the terms are coming together and are not falling apart. So it would mean something like the ratio of successive terms that is constrained to be within a value. Now, why less than 1 and not greater than 1? Because think about it. If it is greater than 1, it would essentially mean that something like this is happening. The magnitude is increasing over time. And that is not convergence, that is divergence. So that's some intuition about convergence and the radius of convergence, which is going to be the radius around this variable x. Now, once you know what you have to do, it's straightforward. You have to take the ratio of successive general terms and then take the limit going to infinity. Two things to be mindful in this process. Make sure you are not confusing your numerator and denominator. It's the successive term divided by the previous term. And when you are simplifying and eventually you come to a point where you have the variable x and you also have the expression of the function of n and you take the limit, this thing is essentially going to e to the power minus 1. That's a standard thing that you should know. And this is not your answer because this entire thing should be less than 1, and in order to achieve that, this thing will go on the other side. So that is your answer, that x is constrained to take values magnitude less than this transcendental number e, not e to the power minus 1. So the second thing is to be careful when you take the limit and take it to the other side of the inequality. And that's it. It's relatively an easy question. Hare Krishna. And now to the things beyond the syllabus. In the previous video, we saw Arjun is asking Krishna to take the chariot in between the armies, and similarly, we drew the parallel that for a student, the army is his own collection of theorems and formulae to tackle the other army of questions in front of him in the exams. So in this verse, we see that Krishna has done what Arjun asked, and Krishna is saying, okay, look, everybody that has assembled over here. That's Arjun's side of the story. But as a student, when you actually start seeing or internalizing the questions in front of you, you look at various topics, baffling topics like real analysis, limits, this and that. But what else do you see exactly? We will see that in the next video. Take care. Hare Krishna.